Hey everybody, G-Bear out here in the desert, weekend of the 4th, 5th, and so. Anyway, I want to show you, this is March. Anyway, I want to show you, I got in another tree here. Seems like all the fruit trees in the Home Depots and stuff, and I got this one from Osh. This is another plum tree. It's in its dormant state still because they come in later in the year, but I got this one planted and all watered down and fertilized and ready to go. And my other trees are doing really well, except for the plums haven't come up yet because they're, and at last time I told you this was, I couldn't remember what it was, and this is apricot. So that's where we're at, and I've got a few other things I did here I wanted to show you. Number one, raspberry bushes were on sale at Home Depot, and they were $8. I got this for $4. They're 50% off. So I got a second raspberry in. This is a regular raspberry, and that one over there is a multicolored raspberry. So I got a little of both. There's my tree over there that I brought up from Orange County, and it seems to still be doing okay. So we'll see what happens with that. And I also stuck a couple of potatoes in the ground right here and threw some water on them just to see what would happen. And my garden, my original garden here, right down here in the first rows, let's see if it'll focus there, or this screen is going to block it out. I've got little green seedlings coming up all the way along this side in groups. You see them down there? Let me see if I can zoom in on them. Yep, there they are. Whoop. The wire makes it go out of focus. Anyway, yeah, there's the green seeds down there. So the garden is starting to sprout up. And the reason I'm doing this video now is because the winds are supposed to come up, and they're starting to get breezy now. And it's really hard to hear what I'm saying when the wind is blowing. Here's my new garden that I just put in. I'm going to get a lot of vegetables planted in this and get the cover on it, the wire cover, so that the critters out here don't have a field day. But yeah, this one is 8 by 8, and I got a 4-foot fence around it. I got 5 basic furrows ready for planting. The big one on the end over there, I think I'll put in onions and things like that. They take up a little bit more space when they grow underground, so I don't want them breaking through the sides of the furrow. All right, now let's go around and take a look at the flowers here. All right, here's the first little batch that I planted of flower bulbs. So let me get my shadow around here so you can see better. And we have some beautiful flowers coming up. Look at them all. They're all over the place here. They're way out there, they're way out there, and just loads of them coming up. Nice purple flowers. I hope those will attract some bees. This one hasn't started flowering yet, but I'm sure it will. Okay, let's move around. We found this one last time, and growing right in the middle of the road where I plowed, but they survived anyway. They're still coming up, but look what else is coming up here. I must have planted 2 other types of bulbs here. I'm not sure what they are, but if anybody knows, please leave a message at the bottom of this video in the comments section. I should have marked all of these. Well, actually I did, but I marked them by just putting a stick in the ground with the envelope on it, and that didn't seem to hold up in the wind out here. All right, we'll move on down the line here, and I've got another group sprouting over here, and this is another group. I'm not sure what they are. Anybody recognize the flower? Go ahead and leave a comment at the bottom of the page. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of these coming up all over here, and that's a good thing to see. Now we'll move across the street here. The original flowers that I showed you a few videos back, they were all in bloom. Well, they're looking like they're at the end of their blooming season here. So Since these are annuals, I'll have to wait again until next spring before these come back flowering again, I guess. And my tulips over here, they're coming up just big time. And there's even some red color down inside there. I don't know if you can see that or not. But I got loads of them here. There's a lot more than I thought survived. And they come all the way across here. There's a couple, three over there, and a couple, two over there. We got plenty. Looks like it's going to be a nice bloomy area when the spring really gets here in a couple of weeks. I got some water in my grapes. It's a little early for them. Oh, look at this. We've got some desert wildflowers growing here. Oh, aren't those nice? I didn't even see those before. They're on they got long reachers coming out. Huh. I wonder what those are. I'm not a florist, so I can't tell you, but there's quite a few of them coming up around this little area right here. Anyway, back to the grapevine. Got some more water into it. It's not showing any signs of sprouting yet, but it's a little early for that grape out here. Down in the OC, I got grapevines that are already showing leaves and sprouts on them, so it's a little warmer down there. It's still cold at night here, so these are taking some time to come out. But I'm sure they'll come out. Anyway, all the other things here seem to have been doing well. I got some plenty of water over there. Brought a couple more barrels up when I came up this trip. And I'm going to finish getting my garden planted here. I got a bunch of seeds to go in. Then maybe do some grading before the winds get too heavy. And maybe start digging on my pond over there, because that's going to take a while to dig out. But if I do a little bit each time, by next winter, I should have something ready to start filling up with water. G Bear signing off for the original video. I'll probably do another one before I leave here.